Nearly a decade ago, a man's fantasy became reality in a form never seen before. Kitchen Stadium, a giant cooking arena. The motivation for spending his fortune to create Kitchen Stadium was to encounter new original cuisines, which could be called true artistic creations. To realize his dream, he started choosing the top chefs of various styles of cooking. And he named his men the Iron Chefs, the invincible men of culinary skills. Iron Chef Japanese is Rokusaburo Michiba. Iron Chef French is Hiroyuki Sakai. Iron Chef Chinese is Chen Kenichi. And Masahiko Kobe is Iron Chef Italian. Kitchen Stadium is the arena where Iron Chefs await the challenges of master chefs from all over the world. Both the Iron Chef and Challenger have 1 hour to tackle the theme ingredient of the day, using all their senses, skills, creativity. They're to prepare artistic dishes never tasted before. And if ever a challenger wins over the Iron Chef, he or she will gain the people's ovation and fame forever. Every battle, reputations are on the line in Kitchen Stadium, where master chefs pit their artistic creations against each other. What inspiration will today's challenger bring? And how will the Iron Chef fight back? The heat will be on!
If memory serves me right, on this day, the number of challengers stepping into my Kitchen Stadium reaches 100. This calls for a special matchup to celebrate the 100th challenger. And who will do justice to this ceremonial occasion? I have chosen a challenger whom I remember most vividly. This man's face and voice kept popping up in my mind.
Kaga-san, I'm so grateful to you for choosing me as a 100th challenger. I'll give it everything. Everything I've got. I got my word on it.
But I was surprised with the Iron Chef he chose to confront this time.
This time, I'm aiming at Iron Chef French Sakai. After beating him, I want to take down Iron Chef Michiba-san in the New Year's special, mano a mano. Are you ready, Michiba-san?
He's taking aim at Sakai for the very first time.
I never imagined I'd have to battle Kanagawa-san. We didn't expect him as the 100th challenger. After you told me this, I just went, huh? In my mind.
Painting pictures on plates isn't enough. It's about taste.
I do admit that he works incredibly fast. He wins in speed, but it's not the number of dishes, you know.
I can handle any theme. Anything!
I won't be fooled by his performance. I'll have to stay focused.
Two of the best chefs who have never fought before. A matchup that promises to be incredible, to say the least.
I won't lose. Now crush him!
Make him feel so embarrassed he'll never come back to Tokyo again.
スタジアム100人目の挑戦者。これまで最も印象深い料理人といえば あの男しかいません。さあ皆さん大きな拍手でお迎えください。関西和食界のドン、神田川敏郎。
All right, entering the stadium after successfully lobbying to be challenger number 100 here, Kandagawa, and in full force for the Don of the Kansai. Toppling an Iron Chef is not just a goal or a dream, it's his mission in life.
How you doing?
ようこそいらっしゃいました。
Thank you for choosing me.
100人目を飾るにふさわしい技といいますか、パフォーマンスを期待しています。
Just leave it to me.
その腕の自信の表れはこの黄色い靴でしょうか。
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something, fella. You won't be laughing at my shoes after I win.
はい。それでは改めて、美食アカデミーが誇る3人の鉄人を登場させましょう。よみがえるがいアイアンシェフ。
Now ascending in the kitchen stadium, the nation's culinary leaders, your Iron Chefs. Iron Chef Chinese Chen Kenichi, Iron Chef French Hiroyuki Sakai, and Iron Chef Japanese Rokusaburo Michiba. Here they stand, the invincible men of culinary skills.
さあ、それでは伺いましょう。誰と戦いますか？
Among the three this time, I want Iron Chef French, Sakai!
Yes, sir, it's official. Kandagawa, a passionate call for Iron Chef French Hiroyuki Sakai. He among the first chefs to fuse Japanese cooking techniques with French recipes. And for his artistic use of color in his dishes, he's earned the moniker the Delacroix of French cuisine. But with Kandagawa coming after him, Sakai will have to beat his absolute best today.
キッチンスタジアムのことは全てお見通しという100人目の挑戦者。お見通しといえばたくさん穴の開いたあの野菜しかありません。それでは発表します。今日のテーマはこれです。今日のテーマ、レンコン。
All right, challenger number 100 in Kitchen Stadium should feel right at home here. Iron Chef Sakai, the man targeted by Toshiro Kandagawa. We are set. Let's get it on.
On it, Kaizen!
Bang a gong, we are on. And right out of the gate, the men grabbing trays and racing up the steps to the stand. 60 minutes of cooking and feeling they've got not a moment to waste. And going over, selecting the Lotus root there.
Oh, boy.
And the Iron Chef apparently not at all pleased by the theme ingredient that was chosen today.
Not at all.
I've never used this ingredient.
Yep, voicing some frustration there.
Hey, let's just do our best today.
All right.
Well, it's easy for him to say that, Kandagawa. Now let's meet our guest for today's battle, Rakugo performer Katsura Sanshi. Welcome.
Nice to be here.
Glad to have you. And our commentator, Dr. Yukio Hattori. Doc?
Always a pleasure.
Do they have lotus roots in France, too?
Yes, actually they do. In France, they probably grill it or boil it mainly, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not really that popular ingredient, though, I should mention.
All right, and Iron Chef Sakai over there voicing his displeasure about the choice. Yes?
When Iron Chef Sakai heard Kaga-san announce the theme, he accusingly said out loud, "Hey, that's a huge advantage for Japanese cuisine." He wasn't kidding either.
All right.
My favorite knife, a Western knife. I use a Western knife today.
Western knife, huh?
Using a Western knife.
Kandagawa.
A Japanese knife.
The Japanese, go ahead, knock yourself out, kid.
All right, Sakai giving him some of it right back, and Kandagawa, their rapid fire action.
Yeah, wow.
Look at that.
Now, look at the Iron Chef. He's grating the lotus root here. This is normally used as a cheese grater, right?
They got that going.
So I'm thinking he'll probably be making a mousse of sorts, or maybe steaming something, sandwiching something in between.
All right.
Something like that. One of those two would be my guess.
Okay, lotus root, renkon, grating that, and now here making some rings with it.
Now, is this lotus root?
This? Maybe daikon?
I think it's
I'm
daikon, yeah.
doing my best today. Look out.
Sure is.
Yeah, really. Okay.
Eggplant. Now, how's he going to use that?
He is charged up, isn't he?
Yes, yeah.
He is. I can hear it.
Kandagawa, he loves the spotlight and definitely enjoying the proceedings today.
True, yeah.
And he plays playing to the camera. Look at that.
And I'm expected as a comedian to rate his jokes?
Just the food will do, thank you.
No, he's slicing eggplant into four here.
Yes.
Some comments comments from Iron Chefs Michiba and Chen, who are watching backstage. Michiba-san said, Sakai, it's up to you to crush Kandagawa's ambition to take us down. And Chen-san said, Kandagawa, don't take Sakai too lightly. You're going to get what you deserve today. And I'm also glad it's not me doing the battle, because I've got some personal stuff to take care of. I'll see you guys later. And he left.
All right, thanks, Ota.
Now, if you look at the Iron Chef here, he's got the pressure cooker.
Okay, note that.
And to get the, you want to get this cooked as quick as possible, right? So that's why he's doing it. But I'd say leave the lid off, because Lotus
Or the
get
unique
too
firmness
soft.
will be lost.
Yeah, if he wants to maintain a texture, he should keep the lid off. But maybe he's thinking about using them somewhat like potatoes or something. I'm not sure.
All right, well, trying to get that lid on there. Must want them soft.
That could be his intention, yeah.
Or maybe he's aiming to change our perception of Lotus roots.
Could be something new. And now look, the ice cream machine.
Oh, yeah, okay.
What?
Fukusan.
Yes.
This ice cream is the creation of the Iron Chef. It's a mix of bananas, vodka, and lotus root juice all blended together. Back to you.
Lotus root ice cream?
You mean a sorbet, right?
Oh, right. Yes, without the cream, sorbet it would be, and that is on the way from the Iron Chef.
I have never had or even heard of anything like this.
No, our Lotus root sorbet. I'm not sure if I'm disappointed or not.
You like lotus roots?
No, yeah, very much.
Okay, that's good.
Hey, all right.
You know my old show, Finding Your Lotus Roots?
Oh.
Okay, no, that's Finding Your Roots.
All right, you lost him.
Hey,
huh?
Iron Chef Michiba, the tilefish, you gotta fillet it like this.
Uh-oh, he's shouting
watch
something.
me closely. You might learn something. Hey, your scales like this. You pull them apart. You got it?
I'm not Michiba.
Pick it up. There you go.
You're barking up the wrong tree, buddy.
Hey, Michiba Sakai. Come on. What's the difference?
My goodness. What's
the
that all
scales
about?
stick to the
inside of the
cutting board.
Right,
That's
yeah.
it.
So that's what he was trying to say. He shaved off the layer of scales in one shot.
Right, I
Yeah.
see.
Is that impressive?
It is actually, yeah, because normally a
The
chef will have to
skin.
do it. Yeah, it has to do it 2 or 3 or even 4
So
times.
nothing to do with Lotus roots.
No, that was nothing about that at all. Now what's this here?
Maitake, isn't it?
Okay, yeah,
Okay, and
yeah,
already
yeah.
sauteed,
Yeah,
too.
yeah, looks great.
Sauteed in butter.
And
Okay.
it looks like he's got the blender out here
A little
again.
struggle.
Lotus
Maybe
roots.
getting some more for the moose.
He had some earlier, right?
But he's ignoring the firm texture of the Lotus roots. It's a little like celery.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah.
Yeah, firm and crunchy.
I mean, he's seeing a new path, huh? The Iron Chef has a more challenging spirit, I guess.
I think you're right, yeah. And I'm still hoping that he'll do something with a firm dish, so it makes it a bit more interesting.
Well, still early in the game and plenty of time to do some of the
That's true.
things tasters would
Oh,
expect.
look at that.
Deep
Wow.
fried job.
Yeah.
Look, and he didn't crush them so fine.
No, that's true.
Not a fine crushing over there.
Right. And it's kind of a standard Japanese cooking technique there.
All right, 15 minutes gone.
Now, Kandagawa-san's doing jakago.
Yeah, he's using the holes very cleverly.
Yeah, if you read the Chinese characters, it's snake basket.
What?
It's the way he's slicing the root there, yeah.
Okay, makes an interesting pattern.
You know, I've seen this.
Yeah, and after creating it in a long piece, like the snake, you use it for a bowl or a container.
Now that I gotta see.
Now, the holes are definitely one element that makes this ingredient unique, I think.
Oh, very, very true, yeah.
You have to accentuate this element.
I agree. Very
Whole
much.
different thing from making ribbons with other items.
That shows how many holes you have.
Yeah, that's true.
Learning something new today.
Yeah.
This is getting exciting.
Yeah, no, this part's pretty easy to predict.
Right.
This is common?
Oh, yeah, very common, sure.
With Lotus roots, yeah, I've seen other techniques, too.
Oh, sure, yeah. But this one's called snake basket. It's one of the basic things with the
All
slicing,
right.
yeah.
Now back on the Iron Chef side, slicing and dicing the action there.
And this was the one using the maitake mushrooms, wasn't
Right,
it?
the sauteed
yeah,
ones.
okay.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
cooked and then chop them up.
So he'll probably be...
Hey, Sakai-san, you want to wear this belt?
Shut up.
Put it on. Put it on. Yeah.
He has to show off
getting
everything
in
he
his
does.
face.
Hey, can't you take a joke?
Try doing this, he's saying to Sakai. Faking like he was going to rip that ribbon apart. That got him out of there in a hurry.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Wow, look at that. Okay.
You always bother people. No one even likes you.
Some bad blood is brewing. Hope
I
this
think-
start's not an indication of how the rest of this battle's going to go.
Yeah, well, I think irritating Sakai-san is part of the plan.
Of how the rest of this battle's going to be, and now Sakai, here's his ice cream machine.
Oh, wow, yeah, it's coming out already. Wow.
Lotus
Wow, that
root
was fast.
sorbet coming our way.
Amazing. That was
Yeah.
quick.
It
Done
was.
in no time.
Yeah, well, that's a top-rated machine there, so...
Oh, right.
And looks to be a
right.
done
See,
deal.
see.
Send that off to the freezer there.
Wow, one whole Lotus root. Look at that.
So he's frying that one. Wow.
Whoa, and what a scene. Big piece of lotus root, deep frying it. Probably flip that one, get it on both
He
sides.
could be stuffing this one with something.
I thought you didn't like to go for that.
Just one dish. I'd like him stuffed.
Now, normally, if you're going to be stuffing it, you boil the lotus root once before you stuff it, right?
Oh, yes.
Right, so, and now what's he got
Okay,
here?
now over here,
Oh, konyaku.
Okay, made from potato starch.
Yeah.
Challenger Kanagawa slicing. Ooh, showing that to the camera. Getting thin slices off
It looks
that
like
block.
a corrugated metal sheet. This guy really likes to show off. But he's got great skills.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He does.
And look
No
at
doubt
the up
about
and
that.
down movement
Hey,
of the
how
blade.
you
What's
like
this called?
these apples?
Okay, this is called namigiri, meaning wave cutting. Yeah.
Doing the wave with konyaku.
Yeah.
Let's look at the Iron Chef.
Is that a dumpling he's
Fukusan?
doing? Or?
Yes.
Ah, it's a dumpling.
You're seeing grated lotus root here in the form of a creamy mousse. He pureed grated lotus root, cornstarch, milk, consomme, and white maitake mushrooms.
Pretty good amount over there, don't you think?
Getting those out of the container has got to be really hard. You know, he could be steaming them as they are. Or into the oven or something. I don't know.
I see your point, but I'm worried about the shape of these things.
Well,
So.
they definitely have to be firmed up a bit.
That I agree with, yeah.
Okay.
So, Katsuro-san, you're saying this will be steamed?
I think so.
Okay, I'm putting my money on the fry job.
No, he's frying it.
You see? I told you.
All right, you already had your eyes on the oil. That's cheating.
It's not cheating. It's
right.
it's called being
Observant.
Yes,
All right.
exactly.
Kind of like lotus root fritters right there.
Yeah, we could call it that. That's a good name for it, sure.
Okay. Iron Chef working on that. And now Kanagawa's side.
Oh, he's got the yuba.
Bean curd sheets.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, look, using two knives.
Double-barreled chopping action. Kanagawa ambidextrous, and listen to his drumming right over there. Wow.
Okay.
What's this for?
Boy, not too sure yet.
All right, well, taking that and now mixing it here.
Oh, again?
Okay, I see. Yeah.
Grated yam potatoes,
Lotus
right?
roots, I think.
Okay,
lotus
lotus root, something
yeah.
else in there too.
So I think this one will be fried. Definitely fried, yeah.
No, see, I think this one is definitely going to be steamed.
Now, listen, are you two going to be like this the whole way?
Okay, I'll give you that one. We'll go with the
All
steaming
right,
on this
now
one, sure.
back on Sakai's side.
Oh, truffles.
You see,
Okay.
this is what I've been waiting for. This is an absolute must-have.
Assistant
Yeah.
chopping up the truffles there.
Yeah, now I'm not sure about combining this with lotus root.
No,
though.
I've never heard of that anyway.
Okay,
No.
and Sakai, and look, dropping them in some boiling hot water over there, maybe a soup.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
Very light color.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Could be the first stage of the flavoring process. What he is doing with this one here.
I think you're right. That could be, yeah.
So how is the lotus root combined then?
Isn't it in
well,
it?
I believe the crushed bits of lotus root from the processor are also in the mousse, aren't they?
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah, they're already inside. I'm sure.
Fukusan?
Yes, you got it?
Yeah, about these dumplings that you're talking about, you remember I gave you the ingredients before for this mixture: grated lotus roots, cornstarch, milk, consomme, and maitake mushrooms.
Right.
Well, he blended in more cornstarch and more milk to get them to this stage.
All right,
Oh,
thanks.
okay, I see.
Right, so he
Okay.
made two items out of the mix?
Right. He was making what we called the fritters the last time,
fritters,
right?
Okay,
right.
and they didn't have the milk, right?
Right. That's this
Okay.
one right here. There you
All
go.
right, so the Iron Chef getting a 2-for-1, two different items made from the one paste or mousse that he prepared. And now Kanagawa lotus root, I believe.
Is he
Right.
grating it again?
Yeah, looks like it.
Look at the size of that grating utensil there.
Fukusan,
Yes.
I've just confirmed the items in the Challenger's mortar
All right.
bowl: tilefish fillet, yuba soybean curd sheets, grated yam potatoes, egg yolks, and grated lotus root.
Ah, see, not just lotus roots.
Okay, so tilefish has been added to that
Really
as well.
getting elaborate.
The
Yeah.
fish paste was something else?
Well, he did say he had the yam potatoes.
Ah, and he said lotus root now, so that means no lotus roots before.
Oh, no, you're right. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
So
okay.
he'll steam this one. I'm pretty sure about
All
that.
right, so Doc, I guess that means you're going to go for frying, right?
I guess
the
I have
Iron
to.
Chef is crushing the holes.
Scooping them away right
Making
here.
one big hole, yeah.
Digging a hole. Hey, speaking of lotus roots, the many small holes.
Well, that's what makes a lotus root, right?
Yeah, but at the bottom.
Okay, you notice how he's keeping the small holes here?
Well, kind of hollowing them out to a
Right.
degree.
That's really
Interesting.
pretty, yeah.
So he's thinking about the firm texture.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, and then he's frying them.
Wait a minute, into the oil?
Maybe for a bowl.
Deep fry job right there.
Okay, he could be fitting the fritters actually inside of this.
Ah,
Okay, could be. Doubling down on the theme ingredient. And now 30 minutes gone, 30 to go into the second half of cooking in this battle. Theme ingredient, lotus roots.
No, this is the one with the tilefish.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Okay, so, all right, you're right, Katsuro-san. You got this one
He
right.
said it would be steamed.
I feel good. Now, what's the Iron Chef doing?
Let's see, Sakai slicing.
Oh, that's duck meat.
duck
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's duck meat.
Okay,
I see.
too rich looking for chicken. And lotus root and duck sounds like it's a workable combo there.
Yeah, and judging by the volume he's got there, I'm thinking maybe for a sautéed dish.
Okay, see what he does.
Right, egg yolks only.
Right, and prawns, I think, in there.
Oh, prawns, yeah, for sandwiching in the lotus root slices.
Hey, good call. I think you're right.
Okay, and then fry them.
A typical approach.
Yeah, using the lotus root slices. Sure.
Right, a fried lotus root sandwich.
Yet another great call.
You know your way around this stuff. ID and that egg yolk over there.
Now, I've noticed that Kanagawa is using truffles as well, I think.
Truffles, Kandagawa breaking them out.
Okay, now where did he learn how to do this?
Hard to imagine Kandagawa using truffles.
Exactly.
And look where he's put them.
So
To the egg and the prawn mix.
Okay, yeah, that's what
Right in there.
Wow.
This is the ingredient to the fried sandwich, I'm pretty sure.
As you said.
Okay, I think you got it again, yeah.
Got that one, too?
Very good job. You know, I'm, as much as I hate to say it, I'm impressed.
See, I just love eating, that's all.
All right, now the pressure cooker here opened on the Iron Chef's side.
Yeah, we'll take a look in there.
And getting a better look at that, daikon and lotus roots only in there.
Question, though, using the pressure cooker, do the ingredients become too soft?
Well, they become soft, so it's not going to be crispy anymore. It'll be firm and chewy, almost like stewed potatoes.
All right.
Actually. Yeah, and I guess that's the texture he wanted.
All right, now removal work and Kandagawa, check it out.
Oh, look at that. It's like sharpening a pencil.
The professional way of slicing burdock.
Very impressive.
Have to say, Western knife, Japanese knife, Kandagawa, he's got amazing skill over there. Yes.
Kandagawa-san told me how he feels becoming the first challenger to battle all 3 Iron Chefs. He said, I know I've tried to do too much in the past, but not today. Just great Japanese cuisine. Then he gulped down a glass of spirits and went back to work.
Having a little nip as he goes along.
Now, hang on. Hey, what's this here?
Okay, it's not shark's fin soup, I think.
Thinking shark fin soup.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay, did you see the fins being added in there? Or? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Up. Yep,
Nope,
there you have it.
it. Shark fins.
All right.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
Both chefs are really pumped up, but I've been told that neither assistant on the challenger side has been able to keep pace with Kandagawa-san. They've both cut their fingers on their right or left hand, I'm not sure which, just trying to keep up.
All right, a couple of self-inflicted wounds in the line of duty. The assistant's trying to keep up with Kandagawa. He has put a charge into this affair today and putting on quite a show.
Yeah, now check this out.
What's he got here?
This is
a whale's tongue.
Yeah, saizuri.
Yes,
Katsura-san, you are on top of it. It's incredible.
And you know, with this, the texture is quite nice, actually.
No, it's good. It's got a creamy texture.
Yeah.
Okay, and now here on the stove.
This is Kandagawa's side, right?
Okay,
I
looks like could be miso there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right, it's in miso. He's
My,
steaming.
oh my, what a stroke.
Okay, so probably going to be adding them into this later then, yeah?
You mean lotus roots?
Right, yeah.
Just look at the texture of
So
that.
it'll be like a whale's tongue stew.
You know, I've had that before.
I've never even seen it before.
That's got to be a little, it's pricey.
Well,
right?
it must be really expensive.
Yeah.
Quite rare, I guess, huh?
Nah, not sold much these days.
No.
Okay, and now this one.
This is thinly sliced lotus roots.
I don't think so.
Not sure what this one is
I don't
there, but
see
it
any-
looks like.
I don't see any holes.
He added the lotus roots to this. Right?
Okay.
Now,
Sorry.
let's see, over in this bowl here. No,
Not sure what this is.
I thought it was daikon.
Like the radish, yeah?
And lotus root and some herring roe.
Salt-cured daikon?
Okay, well, anyway, here's Sakai dropping this one into a shallow pan. Look
on
there.
this
Yes.
one.
The mixture of ingredients that the Iron Chef is frying up in this pan are grated lotus root, milk, buckwheat flour, cornstarch, regular flour, beaten eggs, sugar, salt, mashed prawns, and foie gras.
Whoa.
Ooh, did you hear that? Foie gras.
Oh, wow. We're just seeing so many things that are in paste or mousse form today. It's hard to keep track, isn't
Okay,
it?
now there's the foie gras in the front. Now, how does he work this one in?
I'm not sure.
Pieces or a platform?
I think he's just adding them into there now, isn't he?
I see.
Okay. Okay, so the foie gras is going inside.
And he coats it with the grated lotus root.
Kind of like a batter then.
What a luxurious lotus root dish.
Battered around foie gras.
Wow, foie gras inside.
That's
Man
amazing.
alive, we are going to want to see how that one goes down
Yeah,
with the tasters.
Definitely. Oh, hang on. Now take a look at this.
Okay, 15 minutes left here on Kandagawa's side, and what's he using to house?
I think he's
here?
got marinated item, and he put it in a persimmon.
Both chefs stepping on it now.
Fukusan?
Yes.
The combination of ingredients in the persimmon cups are lotus root, konowata, and yam potatoes.
Okay, man, those aren't everyday added ingredients.
Konowata, what is that?
I guess the best description is cured innards of a sea cucumber.
Well, that's got to be one for the gourmets. And now Sakai packing another paste onto these skins.
And what's he going to do, fry them as is?
Maybe roll them up?
Well, he's got to be, considering the time.
Fukusan?
Yes.
These are also being stuffed with the mixture that I mentioned before. Grated lotus root, milk, buckwheat flour, cornstarch, sugar, salt, and mashed prawns. He's using the same mixture 2 different ways. Back to you.
Okay, and
Pound those prawns.
Yeah, and he's started to fry that sandwich item, right?
Yeah, right, okay.
Ingredients including prawns sandwiched in slices of lotus root.
Just as I thought.
Right.
Katsura-san, gotta say, you are giving Doc a run for his money today.
Just as I thought.
Katsura-san, gotta say, you are giving Doc a run for his money today.
Now look at the Iron Chef's latest creation
Hey,
here.
it's on top of daikon.
And that's one with the foie gras inside.
Now, do you think there's any significance putting it on a radish that thick?
I'm just guessing support would be the only
Just
reason.
for presentation.
Exactly, right, yeah.
Kusan?
Yes.
This soup consists of lotus root bits, fresh cream, consomme, and Chinese cabbage.
All right, thanks.
Okay, I'm not sure what he's doing with it
Not
yet.
sure about what, the finish or the flavor.
Yeah, now hang on, let's swing over to Kandagawa's side here again.
Okay. Oh, he's added more.
More lotus roots?
Right you are.
And some rice in there, too. Yeah, you can see it there.
Yep, right in there.
So it's a rice
10
soup.
minutes to go.
All right, slices of lotus root and rice in the soup, and also...
Cured plum paste, I
yes.
believe.
Okay, and you heard it moments ago, 10 minutes left, so this will be a rice porridge or rice soup, right?
And is this chocolate?
Spiraling that out, yes.
Yes, this is chocolate,
Okay, and spiral on the plate. And you'd have to believe this one's going to be for his dessert.
Dessert,
Right, the
definitely, yeah.
sorbet.
With the sorbet,
Yeah,
right.
it's, the lotus roots, sure.
All right, now, let's see on the other side, more cutting here.
Oh, abalone.
Yes, abalone, right.
Okay, now hang on. Did Kandagawa-san just cut his finger there?
Kandagawa-san too?
Oh, that's his assistant.
All right,
Okay,
the
this is-
assistant. Sure. Anyway, we've got injuries today, folks.
Okay, sure sign these guys are working at a pace they are definitely not used to.
This is a really serious battle today.
Neither side conceding anything.
And now going into the rice porridge here?
Right, into the
Yep.
soup.
Yeah.
Fukusan,
Yes.
with less than 10 minutes left, I asked the Iron Chef if he'll make it on time, and he said with a big smile, trust me.
Okay, he's got it under control.
And you can see him there plating his sauce
Laying
right
it
now.
on right there.
And Fukusan?
Go again.
Sorry, one more quick thing. This sauce was made by combining veal broth, crushed truffles, and hot grated lotus root right out of the pressure cooker. Back to you.
Okay, the very softened lotus.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
now here, Kandagawa's fried one, the lotus root sandwich.
Yeah, this will have to be served by itself.
Okay, but still making some impact visually with the collective
Absolutely.
presentation.
Very dynamic.
Yeah,
Excellent work from Kandagawa.
Now go over to the Iron Chef side here. You'll see him plating the
Check
duck
that
meat.
out.
Yeah.
The duck meat.
Sauteed duck meat resting halfway inside a partially hollowed out piece of lotus root, asparagus on top of that one.
Right, yeah, it looks great, doesn't it?
Fukusan?
Yes.
That's green tea powder there, I think.
Kandagawa. Okay, go ahead, Ota.
Yeah, thank you. When Kandagawa-san heard Sakai-san's comment about being confident of finishing on time, Kandagawa-san said, hey, that's my line. You can count on me as well.
Okay.
Wow.
But he could also take the sweat, though. Kandagawa, perspiration
You know,
squared.
I caught that, and he's got a huge nose for his face.
Well, especially for a Japanese gentleman. Sure.
Right.
And too busy, too active to bother wiping the sweat off that nose and face.
Now look at this. This is a soft one, right?
This is the tile fish?
Oh, okay, the one with the top.
Okay, tile fish inside of this steamed offering.
How's he going to finish this one?
Shape has changed a bit, kind of flattened out and ridged up there.
Right, and this is fried.
The fried lotus root.
Okay,
yeah.
big piece of deep fried one.
See, we forgot about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Slicing it up, cut it down the middle, then slice it up. It almost looks like something from wood shop. And now carrying those pieces back and to be joined with this one.
No, what is that
Kandagawa.
that he's got? Okay.
Oh, pairing up the slices with deep fried lotus
Yeah.
root, the lobster there.
Right.
Batter free lotus root with lobster.
Look, the sorbet is coming.
Iron Chef, yes, getting it together, scooping by spoon, the sorbet.
That's how he wanted to use it.
Right, but
Got
I'm
it.
really interested in how he got rid of the bitter parts of the lotus roots for that. You know?
Exactly, yes. We'll have to see if we can find out if he did do something to the lotus root, so it could be used for dessert. And now, Challenger Kandagawa spooning this one out.
And I believe this was the shark fin soup.
Soup's
that's
on
it,
for
that's it.
Kandagawa.
Okay.
But the steamed item is not in it for the shark's fin soup with
3
lotus root.
minutes
Okay.
to go.
Now, 3 minutes left.
Oh, and wasabi is it?
Okay, and hearing the call, both chefs, both sides still working frantically. It is crunch time now, trying to complete the cooking, the plating, and presentation of their dishes. This one here on Kandagawa's side, lotus root and lobster. He's added another item to it there.
Eggplant, I think.
Okay, all right. Yep, the fried
I
eggplant.
think you're right, yeah.
And giving it some flavoring, he is right there with the sauce.
All right, fried eggplants. And these were fried in paper, too?
Paper?
Okay, not paper.
The spring
You mean
roll skins.
Right.
Okay, I see what you mean. Okay.
Interesting.
Yes, it's a duo right there, joining this one here.
Yeah, I have to admit, that's a very nice touch that he's got.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'd say so.
perhaps dip the fried one in the soup. He'll instruct the tasters.
I think that is the idea. You can either float it on top, too. I mean,
Okay,
that
and
would work.
look at this one.
Whoa.
Fried
wow,
lotus
that's
root
pretty.
slices on top.
Fukusan.
Beautiful.
Great.
Yes.
The sauce Sakai-san used for this dish is different from the sauce he used earlier. This does not contain lotus root, only truffles and veal broth.
All right, thanks, big fella. Another superb presentation from Sakai.
One more man falls down.
Huh? He
I mean,
slipped
these are
over
fierce
there.
battles. We have injuries, collisions. Anything can happen.
Wet floor can get a little hairy out there.
It was just a slip, was
Okay,
it?
it looks okay though, even if the back of his apron doesn't. But guys, be careful over there. They've been going hard the whole way in
That
this
is
one.
true, yeah, very
1
much.
minute
And now
to
a minute
go.
to go, the final 60 60 seconds of a pressure-packed 60 minutes of cooking. They are still busting hard at the end, trying to make it happen, not leaving anything to chance.
You know, these guys are really great. I don't know how they do it in an hour.
And all the more intense with the matchup today.
And you know, I think Sakai's actually done.
Okay, maybe done cooking, but he's been grinding all through this one, cooking, working, 30 seconds left. Sakai facing a double whammy today, and look at that. He's been charged up, the most animated we've seen him yet. Kandagawa, one part of the equation against Sakai in addition to the theme ingredient. And now, whoa, what is this? What is he doing? With the cabbage? I mean, no way I can make that out.
10 seconds
Kandagawa, he's been putting on a show. He has cooked his tail off, too.
5
and now a lotus root stamp,
3,
his stamp
2,
of approval for his cooking
1.
today. Final seconds tick down, and that's it. The lotus root battle is over.
You gotta put your soul into the taste.
So what?
Take that. This battle is over.
Nice job once again.
Thanks a lot.
You talk about a hectic hour.
I was trying to entertain you guys, and I think that's exactly what I did. Did my very best.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
you
see.
betcha.
And how would you rate your dishes today?
Oh, in a word, perfect.
So you've won this time?
Yeah.
No doubt in your mind?
I maximize the natural flavor of the ingredient.
I see. And what about Sakai-san?
Sakai-san, he's got some talent, a lot of potential, so
course.
it's going to be a tough call today. You
Right.
bet. Yeah.
Another grueling hour.
That's nothing.
Nothing?
I was fired up from the beginning, you know. Perfect.
Perfect?
Oh, yeah, just perfect.
A win for sure?
Okay, leave it to me.
Okay, thank
All right.
you, and good job.
Challenger Kandagawa is offering a stadium record tying 7 dishes. First, lotus root and potato salad, a tantalizing appetizer with contrasting textures. The firm and crispy lotus root paired with the caviar-like texture of the fish eggs. Second, lotus root stew, which uses whale tongue meat to accent. The flavor of white miso is fully penetrated into the pieces of lotus root, enough to please gourmet palates. Lotus root and yuba dumpling, lightly flavored Western Japan style. The gentle texture of tilefish and the firmness of lotus roots coming together in the broth, finished with a touch of wasabi. Fried lotus root and lobster featuring yellow bell pepper, the chairman's favorite. The charred surface of the deep-fried lotus root pieces not only bring a unique twist in combination with the lobster, they also add depth to the overall flavor. Fifth dish in the lineup, marinated lotus root in persimmon. In this one, the thick flavor of cured sea cucumber innards is a nice offset for the lightly flavored lotus root. Sixth, lotus root tempura, which takes a seemingly conventional approach to using lotus roots. But inside is anything but conventional, with the combination of truffles and prawns. To take it even a step further, the fried pieces will be enjoyed by dusting them in green tea powder. And wrapping it up is lotus root rice, which uses grains of wheat as well. Including abalone in this dish makes for an exquisite conclusion to his meal. Iron Chef Sakai is offering 4 dishes. First, foie gras in lotus root crepe. The sweetness of fig sauce and sourness of balsamic vinegar match up nicely with the foie gras and fried paste dominated by lotus root. Second, lotus root dumpling in soup, doubling down with the theme ingredient on this one and celebrating the firm texture of the theme ingredient in a very thick and creamy soup, the flavor of which is enhanced by the soft and subtle fried lotus root dumpling. Third, duck in a lotus root basket with the partially hollowed out piece of lotus root utilized to house the offering. The sauce, made from a puree of pressure-cooked lotus root and truffles, is simply superb. And to close, lotus root sorbet with the texture so smooth one wouldn't believe it contains lotus root. And all kinds of goodies along with it make this a most dynamic dessert. A milestone being reached in Kitchen Stadium with today's battle, the 100th challenger. And the man who never fails to raise his hand to come in to compete and try and beat one of the Iron Chefs. Today's challenger, a nemesis of the Gourmet Academy, Toshiro Kandagawa. The Don of the Kansai's got a sharp Western knife pointed at Iron Chef French Hiroyuki Sakai. Chairman Kaga unveils the theme. Inside and out, holes throughout, lotus roots. And challenger Kandagawa, non-stop cooking and talking, finishes with a set of 7 dishes. Iron Chef Sakai, standing firm and standing his ground, brings home a set of 4. And now the moment of truth, tasting and judgment. On the panel today for the Lotus Root battle are novelist Tamio Kageyama, actress Julie Dreyfus, rakugo performer Katsura Sanshi, and culinary critic Asako Kishi. First, the dishes of Challenger Kandagawa.
I used a bit of mayonnaise in the dressing.
The texture is just great.
No, I think the mic can pick up the crispy sounds.
As I bite into the lotus root,
it's key to enjoying the lotus roots. Yeah, it's the best.
And now Kandagawa serving his stew.
This is really good. In this one, there's a different texture that's been created. It's really good. But the whale tongue is just a bit tough to chew off. I think so.
The aroma is nice, but I can't eat this.
No?
I'm sorry. It was okay when I didn't know.
A whale's tongue in a stew.
Yes, the tongue doesn't bother me. It's just that this is the first time I'm eating whale meat. I feel a bit sorry for the animal.
Suit yourself. Huh?
Thank you.
You could have used tofu or something else, but you chose whale's tongue, which was a big surprise. For me, that was a nice contrast.
Thank you.
I wanted to eat lotus root in a thickness like this one. And, you know, the truffles inside, although I can't feel the texture, they're really quite excellent.
I think you could have maybe added more truffles to this dish. Then I think the aroma would have been a bit stronger. I don't get much fragrance.
Yeah, I didn't want to overpower the lotus root
I see.
by overloading it with truffles.
Excuse me.
But I think that the truffles are overpowered, perhaps, by the shiso leaves.
This is a bit hot.
The broth is so perfect. Not arrogant, just doing its job, drawing out the flavors of lotus roots. This is very good rice gruel. Really.
The soup's not watery. It has body to it. I'm cooking it for a long time. I like the texture of the ingredients, too.
And now up the dishes of Iron Chef Sakai.
I've never had such luxurious lotus root dishes.
The lotus root crepe is chewy and sweet just a bit. The sweetness matches well with the foie gras.
If you eat it together with the radish underneath, it overpowers the balance, I think. I mean, only when eaten together, the lotus root is overpowered by the daikon radish in some ways. Now this is a yum-yum. It's like a little snack, like munchies. It's a great idea combining the lotus with the duck meat.
I really like your use of truffles in this one. I wasn't sure about the combination at first when I tasted the Japanese dishes, and the Challenger's dishes needed more truffles, I thought. This one has plenty of truffles in it and making it perfect.
I still can't believe that this is lotus root. Can I have another one?
Sure, if you'd like.
It's amazing that you made this using lotus roots, I really must say.
I agree.
It started to melt, just perfect.
To believe that this is lotus root based, I'll need about 12 of these.
Yes, that's right. I was amazed to see a full-course French dinner all using lotus root. You really succeeded in drawing out the character of the ingredients in various ways.
Getting to the root of it, the verdict. Who's got fewer holes in their game?
このキッチンスタジアムを作ったのはおよそ2年前。その間に登場した99人の挑戦者は確実に日本の料理界に何かを残したと思います。そして今日の100人目。それでは発表します。
Today, celebrating 100 challengers in the brief history of Kitchen Stadium with the perfect foe for number 100, Challenger Kandagawa, able to cook, create, and perform, while Iron Chef Sakai, able to persevere with a theme he's never even used. Who takes it? Whose cuisine reigns supreme?
鉄人酒井宏之
It's the Iron Chef! Whoa, and Sakai! What a reaction! Hearing his name, Sakai able to do it. Everything against him, it seemed. Kandagawa, challenger number 100, getting Lotus roots to work with, but overcoming all that, and upstairs they are acknowledging that even Kandagawa has to. And now the scores: Kageyama 1918, the Iron Chef; Dreyfus 1916, the Iron Chef; Katsura 20-19, Iron Chef; Kishi 1917, Iron Chef. A clean sweep. Gotta be one of the biggest wins ever for Iron Chef French Hiroyuki Sakai.